The importance of education is undisputed. Today, governments around the world recognize this. In many places, establishing schools and training teachers can be the most effective means of sharing Jesus' love. God is at work right now using education to draw people to Himself. At Teach Beyond, our vision is to be an instrument of redemptive change through transformational education, an education grounded in Judeo-Christian values that equips students to reach their full potential as human beings. It is a vision for global impact. Through education, we seek to promote holistic personal growth and enduring social benefit, building bridges between peoples and cultures. We see communities changed through teachers who understand what it means to integrate their faith with their profession and their way of life. We see schools becoming agents of redemptive change in places where deeply entrenched patterns of social injustice and prejudice are broken on the anvil of truth. In their place, new patterns of respect, civility, justice, and compassion learned in educational settings will flourish. We see people who've experienced personal renewal influencing redemptive change in others, and all levels of society benefiting, the rich and poor alike. We see those who've been changed becoming ambassadors of transformational education and proponents of a contagious idea that contributes to spiritual, moral, social, ecological, and economic well-being. Our years of involvement in international education have enabled us to consider a broader vision, one with even greater global impact. Formerly known as Jan's Team Ministries, we have been involved in creative evangelism and Christian education since the 1950s. Our oldest and largest school project is Black Forest Academy, a premier boarding school located in southwest Germany, which today provides services to international families working in over 45 countries. The new vision of Teach Beyond, with its accompanying goals and strategies, calls for a redefinition of terms and a change of name. In fact, the words Teach Beyond were first used by Jan's Team staff, who wished to reflect the fact that they wanted to teach beyond one-dimensional utilitarian forms of education, beyond geographic and philosophic boundaries that inhibit creativity, ignore spiritual formation, and undervalue service to others. Perhaps most of all, we believe in going beyond teaching to the larger learning enterprise in which we all participate, learning to live out God's call. Teach Beyond is a simple name. The words have a straightforward meaning. It's also a complex name which hints at our approach to evangelism and discipleship. We believe in teaching beyond a one-dimensional utilitarian form of education to a comprehensive, holistic form of education. Transformational speaks to our conviction that the education we provide, regardless of the form or context, is always intended to be a spirit-infused activity that leaves us wiser and better, and not just more knowledgeable. Services reminds us that we have embraced a commission that is others-oriented. Like our Savior, we have chosen to focus God's gifts to us on the eternal well-being of others rather than on ourselves. Teach Beyond is about entering open doors to invest in people of all ages, making an eternal difference in their lives through transformational education. Teach Beyond is about equipping teachers to intelligently integrate their Christian worldview into cross-cultural classrooms and to live out the gospel in watching communities. Teach Beyond is about partnering with like-minded people around the world aware of what God is doing through education and already engaged in this inspiring endeavor. Teach Beyond is about inviting Christ followers to participate with us through prayer, personal involvement, or financially supporting individuals or projects. For nearly 50 years, Teach Beyond has been on the front lines of missions. Will you join us? Contact us at TeachBeyond.org or talk to a Teach Beyond representative.